Great, now all of the Gorons are staring at Link. Link doesn't really like all that Goron attention. He prefers to be by himself. He's sort of a lone wolf, if you will. Anyway, this is the second dungeon of the game, the Goron Mines. It's filled with lava and liquid hot magma. It's very dangerous. If you fall into a lava pit, you will lose 2 hearts, and you'll get sent back to the start of the room. So, don't fall in the lava. If you fall in the lava more than twice, you'll die. Here at the start, we have 2 different pathways, one on the right, one on the left. With both pathways, you just want to jump from rock to rock to reach the end. It doesn't really matter which pathway you take, they both lead to the same area. The thing you have to look out for are those lava flares. They are nasty. And once you jump across that area, you reach this place with the metallic structure and some boards that you need to destroy with your sword. So here's another lava flare, more like a lava chute. You want to turn it off by stepping on the switch with the iron boots. That will temporarily turn off the lava chute so Link can pass by. Now this second lava chute is a little bit more difficult. You want to step on the switch, and you want to quickly run past the lava chute. Then turn around, just do a U-turn, and immediately go past the lava chute again. That way you can reach this ladder over here. Now you're on top of the metallic structure, and you can just go south over here, just go straight south for a treasure chest. Hooray! Red rupees! Red rupees are great. Okay, so at this point you want to go across to the other side of the room by using this thing as a stepping stone. And you'll notice that there are dangerous fire slug enemies on the ceiling. You might want to be careful about those enemies. They will fall and hit you. So either step carefully around those enemies or maybe use the Gale Boomerang to kill them at a distance. Either way, just be aware of those enemies. You don't want them to knock you down into the lava. And over here, you just go to the south side of the room, hit the switch, and then run north as fast as you can. Go to the lava chute, and then take a left-hand turn. And now you are in this area, very close to the exit. You want to jump on this platform here. You want to use the iron boots on it. Use the iron boots twice to open up the gate, and you can finally reach the exit door. Alrighty, so this is a room I like. I like rooms like this one, which are super straightforward and very hard to get lost in. Looks like we have giant magnets. Yeah, we have giant magnets, but they're not operating right now, so we'll worry about those later. What you want to do here is go downwards. You want to go downwards, go down the pathway, and then get the small key. And there's nothing else here besides a bunch of enemies. I'm just gonna ignore them, so yeah. Okay, so that's what happens when you go down. When you go up, you reach rotating platforms. You'll notice that they rotate. So what you want to do is jump across these platforms. And that leads you to the exit door, where conveniently you have to use the small key that you just got. Alrighty, what's this room? Ah, yes, this room is also pretty straightforward. It's a Dodongo room. You have these evil Dodongo enemies, and their weak point is the tail. So you want to sort of sneak around them, maybe do a side hop in order to reach the tail. And that's how you kill a Dodongo. Now here you want to jump across the platforms. Again, we have liquid hot magma coming up in spurts, so be careful. Looks like you can only hit a Dodongo 3 times before it turns around. And it looks like it takes 5 hits to kill a Dodongo. So this is the exit, but you'll notice there's a wall in between Link and the exit. So the way to get rid of the wall is to go over here. One more Dodongo. Side hop, jump, jump, smash. Great, so here's how you get rid of that wall. What you do is you grab this hook, and then you just pull it. Now you'll notice when you let go, the wall is going to slowly slide in. So what you have to do is you need to pull the wall out, then you're going to run in a circle and try to get through before the wall closes on you. So I've noticed the best timing seems to be when those magma flares appear. So I'm going to wait for them to appear. Go. Okay, I pulled it all the way. And then I immediately fall into the lava pit instead of making the jump that I was going for. My mistake. I'll try again. I'll try again. Hopefully I'll get it this time. Jump. Jump. And I turn around, and I want to do jump, jump, and yeah, I've got plenty of room to exit. And this is where the dungeon gets kind of weird, I would say. We're in a lava dungeon, and now we have water rooms with magnets. Yeah, it's like the Ocean Temple in Majora's Mask. I don't know what happened. Anyway, use your iron boots to go over here and step on the switch. And now the magnets are active, so check this out. Link can use the magnets in conjunction with his iron boots to walk all the way up over here. And guess what? We're a third of the way through the dungeon. This little guy here. He is one of the Gorons. He is Goramoto. He gives me part of the big key. For whatever reason, the big key was split up into 3 pieces for this dungeon, so we're gonna have to find all 3 pieces in order to reach the boss room. Alright, and we also got a dungeon map, which is useful. We have a red rupee, which is fantastic. I think I'm gonna be buying stuff in the next video. At the very least, I'll buy some bombs. I might be able to buy the Hawkeye if I have enough money. So here you want to climb up the ladder. And if you really want to, you can save Uku. Uku's right over here in this pot. You might have heard Uku earlier. Uku makes a distinctive sound whenever you're close to it. Yeah, I'm just getting Uku just in case, you know, I get in a really, really tricky situation and I need to heal on health. That is what Uku is good for. Okay, so here you can either go left or right along the magnetic walls. You've got a fire slug enemy. So, the easiest way to kill the fire slug enemy is with your sword. Just along the magnets over here. Whoa, Link, don't slide down, dude. Walk along the magnets over here, and now we're at the very top of that room we were in earlier, the Dodongo room. Okay, iron boots on this switch. So as you can kind of see from the map, this is a minor maze. You want to walk all along the magnets, and you want to reach the end of the maze here. The northern edge of the maze takes you to this area, and this area has a piece of heart. Beautiful, beautiful, and Link's face is so bright and shiny I cannot see anything. Seriously. It's very hard to see what his face looks like. Whoa, 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 Link, spin around. So the controls are inverted. I don't know if that's obvious. So when you press down, Link goes up, and when you press up, Link goes down, because he's upside down. I believe that is the logic here. And the way to get through this particular maze is to go along the southern route. So the northern route leads you to that piece of heart. The southern route leads you to the exit. Basically, the easiest way through the maze is to ignore what's going on the screen and just look at that map in the lower left-hand corner. That is the easiest way to figure out where you are and where you should be going. Unfortunately, Link cannot roll. So you just have to move slowly with the iron boots. Too bad Link can't use his metallic shield to help get out of this area. You think that shield was metallic? You think that would help him stick to the ceiling? I don't know. How would he pull the shield off once it's stuck to the ceiling? That seems kind of dangerous. Also, doesn't Link have an earring? What if his earring gets him stuck to the magnetic ceiling? That would be embarrassing. Okay, so back to the big magnetic room with the big magnets. The game is going to show you what you need to look at here. It's a switch! Yay! Okay, so where's that switch relative to me? Ah, it's over here. So you want to go over here and you step on the switch with the iron boots. That activates the magnets, and you'll notice the magnets are on little crane things, so they spin around in circles. Actually, this one looks like it doesn't spin around in a full circle. It looks like it spins around in a tinier... Oh, I missed the magnet. Oh well. Hey, out of my way, enemy! Yeah, instead of going in a full circle, this particular magnet just spins around 3 different areas. So it's only 270 degrees, not 360. We have more enemies over here and another switch. So you want to use the iron boots on the switch. That activates this magnet. Taking us upward over here, and we can go through the northern exit. Ooh, this room has a bunch of those Tektite enemies. I have to say, it's really cool seeing the different enemies in the Zelda series, the way they change from game to game. So in this game, they are more spider-like. And as you saw, I just got a small key from the corner over here. I want to swim to this corner. And again, I'm going to use my iron boots. Push this chest out of the way. have another switch. Magnets. Okay. I'm gonna jump on the magnet. Watch this. Woo! I love how Link does the swirly twirly ballerina move. It is brilliant. Brilliant, I say. Okay, so I use the magnet to go over here to the next level of the area, where I have yet another magnet switch. I like how all the spider enemies are still programmed to attack underneath Link, even though he's nowhere near them. Okay, so, magnet switch. Woo! Okay, get to the end of the magnet, and then just drop down. Treasure chest. Yay, a red rupee! Brilliant, brilliant. Also, we have a switch. And this is the important thing. You want to hit the switch in order to get rid of that gate down below. Sort of like those lava flare things in the first room of the dungeon. You do have a limited amount of time. So if you are too slow, you fall down and you have to try it again. Let's try this again. Hit the switch, and you make the jump over here. Now, I wasted a little bit of time jumping into the water. Maybe that's what screwed me up. You really don't want to jump into the water. That is not good. And in this room, it looks like all you want to do is climb up the side of the walls, where we have more magnets. Ah, there we go, a treasure chest. Aha! Another piece of heart. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so that's what happens if you go on the magnets to the west. Or I should say, that's what happens if you go on the magnets and you're going to the south. If you take the magnet to the north, you reach the top of the room. Here you have a bridge held up by rope. You want to cut the rope like that. I somehow managed to fall while the bridge was falling. That was not on purpose, but it looked cool. So you want to cut the rope in order to make the bridge fall, and we'll be doing this a couple of more times throughout the dungeon. Now for this room. In this room we have enemies attacking us with fire arrows, which is not cool. Yeah, so you want to go through this room and you just want to try to dodge the enemies with their fire arrows. Just dodge them if you can. Doesn't look like any of them are close to hitting Link at this point. Okay, so go up. Then you want to go left here. There's a kind of hidden treasure chest. That gives you the small key, which you can open right over here. That is the small key which you can use right over here. This is another flip room, so you have these things flipping. Yeah, seriously, this really reminds me of the Great Bay Temple in Majora's Mask. It's craziness. Okay, so, what you want to do is use the magnetic platforms in order to stay on this thing while it's flipping. Brilliant. And you can make it in, I believe, 1 or 2 cycles, but, you know, I took 3 just to be extra safe. This leads us to the next room with a Goron Elder. Oh, look, it's the Goron from Majora's Mask with his protuberant lower lip. Gorabizo, nice to meet you, brother. So there is a weapon left by an old hero, which they have been protecting. Okay, so we need to find the hero's weapon. We will get it from the guard. And I believe I have more money right over here. Yes, yes, okay, now I have over 100 rupees. And just like the previous Goron's room, we want to climb up to the second floor, and we'll leave through a hidden doorway on the top. So let's see. Magnets! Of course we have magnets. Nothing but magnets in this dungeon. Follow the magnets all the way to the south, and eventually you will reach the door, which leads to the area with the treasure. Good thing we're friends with the Gorons now, because otherwise we'd have to fight a really nasty Goron enemy to get through, and that's just a huge hassle. So I presume that when we just meet the Goron, he will step aside politely and let us get the famous treasure. I mean, why wouldn't he? We're best friends with the Gorons now. Link, hero of Gorons, savior of monkeys. Man, by the time this game is over, Link's resume is just going to be super fantastic. It's going to be packed with stuff. He still won't be able to get a job, but it will be an impressive resume. Oh, and there's the Goron. Hey, Mr. Goron. The Elders said that I could get your fabulous treasure. In fact, 3 of the Elders gave permission. They all love me. This is forbidden! I will defeat you! You cannot touch the treasure! Oh no, we're gonna have to fight. Okay, fine. We're gonna fight this armored enemy. It's a big, nasty Goron enemy with an obvious weak spot, that big, fat belly. What a pretty little belly. So what you want to do is hit the belly 4 times in a row. That will cause the Goron to roll up into a ball. When the Goron rolls up into a ball, you will be able to throw it. Just like this. You use the A button to throw it. Ow! Okay, it didn't work so well that time. Worked perfectly that time. And you should note that Link cannot do this without the iron boots. If he doesn't have the iron boots on, that Goron is just going to roll right over him. And if you're not close enough to the edge of the platform, like right there, Link will just throw the Goron not off the platform, but just throw the Goron back on the platform. So when you throw the Goron off the platform 3 times, he eventually decides, whoa, this fight is way more hassle than it's worth. And somehow the Goron makes the platform rise up from the ground. Not sure how, maybe the Goron just is magic. He looks very, very magical, doesn't he, Michael? He doesn't look very magical to me, Bob. He looks magical, his head looked like an onion, and onions are magical. Bob, I don't always understand you. Oh, whatever, Michael. Anyway, once you defeat the Goron, you get the Hero's Bow, which belonged to a hero in the past. I wonder which hero it belonged to. I bet it was Princess Zelda. Yeah. Okay, so we have this doorway over here, and just like before, it's being held up by ropes. Now that we have the bow, we can slice the ropes, and the door falls to make a bridge. Over here we have more nasty enemies. So these are Armos enemies. They are statues. Let me see. I believe I can activate them by going over here. There we go. So these statues shoot out little beams of fire at you. And the weak point is the eyeball, those big red eyeballs. So hit the big red eyeballs with your bow and arrow. And this is why I preferred Wind Waker in the N64 Zelda games, because I could just L target those enemies. Z target those enemies in the N64 games, but you know, I could just L target these enemies and easily hit them in the weak spot. Here, I actually have to aim with my bow and arrow. Oh my goodness. Aiming? That sounds like work. So if you miss, you just have to try again, I suppose. There we go. And off the top of my head, I don't remember which Beamos is the magic one that you want to destroy. This one looks like it's protecting a treasure chest. This could be the one I want. Michael, you just got the compass! Oh, really? You get the compass this late into the dungeon? Wow, that's... okay. Okay, fine, then I suppose this is the statue I want, because it leads to this room. Now we have the final Goron Elder. Hooray! Final Goron Elder. So now that I have the big key, I can open the room with Darbus. And I'm going to hurry, run to Darbus's room. But first, let me get this treasure chest. Yes! 50 rupees! Oh, awesome! I love it. That's great. Thank you, Mr. Goron, man. So I have two options at this point. You can either backtrack, or you can fight through a brand new room. Ow, 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 enemies. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this enemy. Let's check out what the brand new room looks like. Yeah, according to the map, the area I'm trying to reach is that really big room over there, so I can either go south here or south and west. Through this room with enemies and magnets and an arrow switch. Nope, nope, not doing this. Yeah, not doing this. Going back. Nope, 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 nope. I'm just backtracking through these mostly empty rooms. Yeah, just backtrack through these rooms. I feel sorry for this Goron. He's kind of stuck in this room forever now. Hopefully he someday is allowed to leave. That would be nice if they let him leave. Get some hearts here. I want full hearts here. back in this room where I have another treasure chest. More money. Beautiful. Beautiful. You could have gotten that treasure chest earlier, I just didn't, for whatever reason. You just swim to the exit. This is also maybe a good place to use Uku, just to avoid some backtracking, but backtracking's not that bad. So back in this room, you'll notice we have a lot more enemies. And you'll notice all the enemies have a bow and arrow. Where did the enemies get their bows and arrows? Because, you know, I had to go through a lot to get my bow and arrow, and it looks like these enemies just find them lying on the ground. It's unfair. It's just unfair that the enemies have such an easy time finding weapons, and Link must go through so much trouble to find just the slightest bit of weapons. Okay, so this is a challenge which is a lot more fun if you're playing on the Wii, and you can use the bow and arrow there. Not so much fun here on the Gamecube. What you're trying to do is just go across these pathways and kill those enemies with your bow and arrow. Looks like this is a switch. Yep, magnet switch. A whole lot more enemies with their flaming bow and arrows. How are they lighting their arrows on fire, by the way? Do they have matches? Link doesn't have matches. Link should get some. And now for another difficult challenge. Okay, so do you see this doorway thing here? You saw it. It's one of those doors held up by rope. What you want to do is use a well-placed arrow shot to slice the ropes. It's difficult because you are aiming on a moving platform. You know, your platform is going up and down and left and right. So it's hard to get a good shot. Here is another area where you have enemies that you want to shoot with your bow and arrow. You want to shoot them here at a distance. You know, it's safe while Link is up here, because the enemies can't possibly hit him, but he can hit them. I need more arrows, so let me get more arrows. I will want a full set of arrows as I fight the boss. Wait, what am I doing? I have a sword. I don't need a bow and arrow here. Get out of my way, enemy! Okay, so no, I thought I killed those enemies. Okay, so now that the enemies are killed and out of my way, I can use another well-placed arrow to open this door. And no, more enemies, more enemies. Why are there so many enemies in this room? Why isn't this just a nice room with no enemies whatsoever? Well, I'm done with this room, now for the boss battle.
As mentioned earlier, the boss of this dungeon is Darbus. Not the angry theater teacher from the High School Musical movies, Darbus, the angry Goron.
So this is an interesting battle. Again, it makes me really wish that I was playing one of the games where I could just use L targeting with my bow and arrow. It would be so much simpler that way, but no. Here's our boss. Link is gonna stand around and do nothing while the boss is vulnerable. I don't know why. I guess Link is just being an honorable fellow, but seriously, Link, attack the boss now! While the boss is chained up and can't hurt you, Link, attack the boss now! Nope, Link just stands around and does nothing. Oh, Link, what are you thinking? Okay, attack the boss now, Link, right now, what? No. Don't give the boss time to escape, you attack the boss now! Ah, whatever. Twilight Igniter! Fyrus! Fyrus! Oh man, he's on fire. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to escape Fyrus. Fyrus is going to be running at you. And you want to use your bow and arrow on that obvious weak spot on the forehead. That will hurt Fyrus, so you can go behind Fyrus and then just grab this thing. Grab it, use your iron boots, of course, because if you don't use your iron boots, you're not strong enough. I should say you're not heavy enough. You use your iron boots, then you, Okay, I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm too busy focusing on killing Fyrus. So use your iron boots to help you pull one of those heavy chains, because otherwise the chain is just not heavy enough and Fyrus will drag you along. Okay, so same thing. Hit it on the forehead. Grab a chain with your iron boots. Do I not have my chain? And pull in the other direction. That will trip up Fyrus. Fyrus falls down. Now you just pull out your sword and attack Fyrus in the obvious weak spot forehead. Brilliant. So you need to do this 3 times in order to defeat Fyrus. Turn around, Fyrus. It's not so good here. Oh dear. Okay, so, if you hit Fyrus in the forehead and you wait too long before grabbing one of the chains, it doesn't work. Fyrus will have to be hit in the forehead a second time. Ow! Falls right into a pillar. Oh. Well, that's gotta count for something, right? That's gotta do extra damage to Fyrus. And that is it for the boss battle. Fyrus is defeated. He will turn back into Darbus, and we get that fused shadow on top of his head, as well as a piece of heart. So apparently Gorons keep their pieces of heart inside their foreheads. Strange place to put it, but I guess that's just what Gorons do. Yeah, we have 2 out of 3 fused shadows, 1 more temple left and we'll be done with the game. Hooray! Zant? Zant is the name of the Twilight King who took over the world. Yes, we are this far into the game and we are just now learning the name of the villain. Very strange. Okay, so I'm gonna get that piece of heart. Darbus is turning back to normal. Yeah, I'm going to get that piece of heart. And then let's talk to Darbus. Let's talk to Darbus. Whoa, crazy hairdo. Wow, okay, well, see you later, Darbus. As for me, I'm going outside and I am finished with the dungeon.